All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Got the KFX here. We're gonna do some work on it today. I've already done the oil change, and that's about it. I haven't really done anything else to it. I just got all the parts from Rocky Mountain ATV, so I'll show you what we got. We're gonna get installed, and then I got a couple other goodies coming, and then we'll take it out on its first little ride. I got the replacement rear swing arm skid plate. This is all OEM factory stuff, except for a couple things. So this is the genuine Kawasaki swing arm skid plate. This is the rubber chain guide that goes onto it, and all the hardware for it right here, all Kawasaki stuff. I got all the collars, the bolts, the washers, everything that was in the diagram for it, all new hardware. So I got all that. Stuff is fairly inexpensive, so got a couple of oil filters. I already changed the oil once, so I still got an extra oil filter. Got some coolant. We're going to change the antifreeze. I got OEM sprockets, front and rear, all OEM Kawasaki parts. And then we got the replacement decal. That's one decal that I wanted to replace that was messed up on it right there. So we'll get this old and off, get it all cleaned up over here, and reapply the new decal. So it's all nicey nice. All the rest of them are good. I kind of wanted to put it back to like new. Only thing I didn't get OEM was the chain. These Tusk chains are pretty good. I've used them on my Raptor 700s. So this is the 520 by 94. It's a stock size, but I got the gold X-ring chain. So it's the highest tensile strength chain, and it's X-ring, so it's really good chains. I ran this exact same chain on my blue Raptor 700. I had 50 hours on it, on that chain. When I got rid of that bike, never had an issue. Those are actually good chains. So, and then I got some new grips for it. Got the Rogue ODI lock-ons and a new air filter. Also got, I don't know if I'm gonna need it, but in the parts diagram from Kawasaki in the microfiche, there's like a gasket. It's like a rubber gasket for where the air filter housing goes. I'm not sure if it was going to be bad or not. So it was like $3. So I said, I'll just order it just in case I go replace the stock air filter. It's in there, it's falling apart. So I go to replace stock air filter and find out this gasket, wherever it goes. I think it sandwiches between like the air filter housing and the box is what I gather. That's what it looks like. So if that's bad, might as well just replace it with a new one. Certain rubber things are going to be dried out. So, and then I got the rubber grommets for the tail light that I was talking about in the first video that go here. There's rubber grommets that sit in between these bolt collars, and they're just dried out. So the taillight's got a little wiggle. So we'll take the bolts out, put the new rubber grommets in, and that'll, keep the taillight from bouncing around. So we're gonna get to it. I'm not gonna show you guys all the stuff we're doing. Replace the chain and sprockets, drain the coolant. I may touch on the coolant change because there's not a lot of information I've found on YouTube on changing the coolant on these. And to do it, you got to take the plastics off the hood and the front cowl. This has all got to come off so you can access the radiator. Cap is under here. And then the drain is on the water pump. So we'll just drain it right there. We'll drain it, and then we'll top her back off with some fresh coolant, and depending on how it looks coming out. If it looks good, we'll just do a drain and fill. If it looks like it's it's gunky, we'll do a flush. We'll fill it up with some distilled water, run it, drain it again, fill it with antifreeze. Do that a time or two. We'll see. If it looks clean, it's pretty low hours. I just want to get the majority of the stock stuff out of there, just because of age. Antifreeze, when it gets old, turns acidic, and it can start eating away the aluminum. So you don't want to leave it in there more than 2 years. So we'll get it out and then get some Freshie in there. So pick up with you guys in a bit. All right, guys, check it out. So far, I wanted to show you guys with everything apart. I took the air box off, got the plastics all loosened up, the hood off, so I can get to the radiator, and opened the radiator up, drained it. The coolant didn't look too bad, actually, but I filled it up with fresh coolant, ran it, let it circulate, drained it again, filled it up a second time. So that should be good to go. Topped off the overflow. This is, you'll see, I haven't washed it yet. I'm gonna, now that I got it all apart though, I wanted to show you. It's really not, I mean, this is under the hood. You would expect, bike that's been ridden a lot, people aren't typically taking the hood off and cleaning out under here. This is not really that dirty. I mean, for 17 years old. So I'm pretty impressed. That's the plug for the hood. And we got the old decal off, cleaned up all the glue, put the new decal on, so that's ready to go. I'm gonna put that on. And then I took the air box off. The stock air filter was literally coming apart. It was like gummy, like it was like goo. It was like disintegrating. So, but look at the intake. I didn't clean that out of nothing. I mean, it was pretty good. So there was no dirt getting past it or anything like that. So all good signs, you know. I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift the gas tank up and get that out of the way. And I'm gonna change the spark plug. And I got the air box outside. I hosed it down, degreased it. So I got that sitting out here in the sun. I sprayed all that down. We'll give the outside a good like clean up. But the inside, I wanted to spray a bunch of degreaser in there, get all that washed out and cleaned. And it's all nicey nice. It was all just a bunch of gook in there. Stock airbox cover. Even the seal on the stock airbox cover is in place. I mean, everything on this thing is, the decals are on it, you know, for the specs, for the valve lash, all that stuff. Just really cool, man. All original. Cage for the air filter. So I washed it all out good. Just let it sit out here in the sun dry. And we'll get this put back in here in a couple of minutes once I do the spark plug, and then we will get the new air filter put on it. And after that, I'm gonna do the rubber grommets on the taillight, get the new swing arm skid, and then we'll do the chain and sprockets, and that's it, man. It's ready to ride. I mean, technically it should be ready to ride once I put the air filter in it, you know, but I want to get it all done, and then we'll take it out and give her a rip and see what she does. All right, guys. So next step here is we're going to do the chain and sprockets. And for this part of the episode, we got a little friend Bucky out here. Bucky is actually, like, I don't know, a year and a half old, Border Collie mix. We actually rescued him from the desert last Christmas. Him and another dog were roaming the desert by our house for over a month. It was really cold. We got a really bad cold spells there outside. Really bad weather. And my oldest son, ended up luring them both in. He's super friendly. He was like almost thankful to be saved. And the other one, what's the matter, pal? And his buddy who was out there with him, a neighbor adopted. So we adopted him. He's a Border Collie. He's got a tiny bit of black lab in him, we think. But he's mostly Border Collie. He's got all the markings and the Border Collie characteristics. And the reason why he's on a leash is because he's probably would be pretty good for the most part, but the minute he sees some quail running around outside, he'll be herding them all over the neighborhood. So he will hang out in here. He was crying in the house, wants to come outside and hang out with Dad. So back onto the quad. This thing, the guy must have just literally just kept lubing the chain and lubing the chain and lubing the chain. Hence the reason why the most dirty part on the ATV is from all the, which I showed you guys already, but I got a lot of it off, but there's still more, like just chain lube that's just splattered all over the place. So I took the chain guard off and it's just caked. It was packed like concrete of chain lube and dirt for 18 years worth, it looks like. I don't think it was ever cleaned. I think it was just re-lubed every time he rode it, and it was just disgusting. So we're gonna get rid of this whole mess. I'm gonna pull the sprockets off, throw new fresh sprockets on there and a chain, and then while we got this off, we'll give it another cleaning because I can't get to every little nook and cranny. This roller on it, I'm pretty sure it should roll on the bottom. It's cemented in, this gunk, like just like concrete in between the chain roller and the frame. And so once we get the chain off, we'll get the guides all cleaned up better and then get the new stuff put on. So let's get to it. All right, guys, you'll see something else. We got a beautiful skid plate. Installed that. That was the one, the swing arm one was broken. So I found this one online. It's from Peak Racing Performance. Really nice quality stuff. All billet hardware for the spacers and stuff. And nice recessed bolts. Everything lined up perfect. The only thing you're gonna do, if you have a stock skid plate still in your KFX, this is like the front little piece of plastic that sticks in the open end of your tip of your frame. You're gonna pop that out. They give you a billet piece that replaces that. You can see it from the back probably. Yeah, kind of. So see, there's like a billet block that slides in there with a threaded hole in it that the top bolt's gonna go into. And then you have these billet U-clamps for that one and this one. And then if we can see from here, there's like, they give it these billet spacers for, these are where the factory skid plate attached, 1, 2, 3, but they're like little Allen head screws. And then it's just the factory plastic piece. There's like a tab that just slides into the frame here. That's gonna come out and they give you another billet piece that's gonna go, you can't really see it, but it's gonna go behind the frame there. It's just like a clamp. It's gonna grab it like that, like a hook. So that's gonna go up there on that one. Really nice, got a nice big hole for the drain plug. Really good quality, comes out a little bit past the frame. And it says Peak Racing on it. You can, when you order it too, you can have whatever color the graphics you want. So obviously I have the green one, the green bike, so I chose the green graphics. So that's green, and then the graphics on that is green. And I think it says it on the front too. Yeah, so really nice. We got the new one on the bottom. Everything's done now. Just got to throw the grips on and take it for a ride. So let's get around all fours. And you'll see too, we got the new chain and sprockets on there. Once I got all the original chain off, and the original skid plate, you see all the dirt and stuff just fell out of everything. So got that all cleaned up pretty nice. I got the stock sliders, chain sliders, were in really good shape. So I got those just cleaned up. They just were loaded with gunk. Same thing with the roller on the bottom. That was completely seized because it was just so impacted with gunk from chain lube and dirt that just over the years just turned into like a concrete block pretty much. So I got all that like pretty much soaked it in WD-40. It was the only way to get it all out. And then chiseled it out with a screwdriver and did it a couple times, got it all going. So got that all done, chain sprockets. Everything's ready to roll now, man. I'm gonna put the grips on here and then we'll give her a fire up. Grips. Nicey nice. Just did the free play on this too and on the clutch. So I'm gonna fire her up. Real cool stop button. I haven't used it in a couple weeks now to start it. Idle's nice. Had it on its, it stood up for a while, so I wanted to let it sit down on all fours. So that's why I did the grips first before I fired her up. She's pretty much ready to go now. I mean, everything I wanted to do for a first ride is done. These tires do seem to be holding air. I plugged the one tire that had the screw in it, just to get a ride or two out of these. Backs you could probably get away with for a little bit. They got about 40-50% tread on them, but maybe a little less. But the fronts are kind of, they're kind of worn down. So I do want to get a set of tires, which we'll do. That'll probably be the next mod. A couple cosmetic things I got that I want to do to it, and then a set of tires. That'll be the next round of modifications to the bike. But she runs really nice. Really, really nice. Really happy with it. So next video, guys, we'll take it for a spin. I don't want to make this one too long to combine it all. So I just wanted to show you what I did to get it all ready from the time I bought it. You see the way I bought it in the reveal video. And then now you see everything I did to it. And then next video, we'll take her for our first ride. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. It's Joe with Odyssey Off-Road. Catch you on the next one.